My name is J-Ferr, rap artist out of Massachusetts, out of the South Shore. I gotta say, I'm one of the most slept on artists out of Massachusetts, if I do say so. Going into 7th grade, I fell in love with just bars, like, just fell in love with like Lil Wayne, Eminem, like all like the classic, like for most poppin' artists in the 2010s, like that's when I was growing up as a kid. So I just gravitated towards Lil Wayne's lyrics, and I just got so amazed by like the bars. Like I even like started watching like like the epic rap battles of history, shit like that. Just stuff like that, and like even like rap battles with my friends, like just joking around. Like at first it was kind of like not serious, but then, I just fell in love with the writing aspect. So I fell in love with writing first. So I just was like making songs every day like that, and my dad's involved in music too. My dad's in a band. He's got 2 bands. He's been making music his whole life. He plays guitar, plays bass, plays multiple instruments. My sister makes music. She plays multiple instruments. So music's been in my family every day growing up. There's not a day in my house where music wasn't playing. I remember back in 7th grade, this is the first time like I really like started to write. Like I knew like I wanted to do this shit. I was in the shower one day and I was just like thinking of lyrics in my head. And all of a sudden like I had this like bar scheme. I like based it off like Lil Wayne, We Steady Mobbin' type shit. And so I was like, I didn't get out of the shower until I had the verse down in my head. And so my dad probably would have got pissed, like wasting all the water and shit. But then I got out of the shower. I wrote down the verse at the time to my girlfriend. Immediately sent it to her, and my girlfriend from 7th grade. She's like, "What song is that?" I'm like, "She thinks this is like a real song." So I was like, "It's a Lil Wayne song." She's like, "Oh, that song seems really good." And like little did she know I wrote it. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "No, that was actually me." And then right then and there, she's like, "No way! Like I can't believe you wrote that." Blah blah blah, all this stuff. So that's what gave me the confidence to make music and write. So, and then from then on, I was writing every day like a madman. Like come home, do my shit, hang out with my friends, and then rest of the night write till I fell asleep. Like, and then it was like that till probably till senior year when I was like finally releasing music and stuff. But other than that, like after starting, the reason why I started too is just like I just love it. Like it's like a therapy for me too. Like it's a big it's how I get my feelings across, and like shit I wouldn't say in person to somebody, like I'll say like in a song. I'll be able to explain it so much better than to like sit down and have a conversation. So like it's my way of expressing and like getting shit out too. My sound style is definitely authentic, and it's a blend of like relatable like shit. Like I'm saying like real life shit, but like I break it down into bars. Like I try to make it relatable and like have it hit a certain way. So like it comes through like, like this kid's like, like he's got like, I was inspired by bars like originally. So like that's how my music started. It was very bar based, but now I'm trying to incorporate real life stuff, and I feel like I'm a perfect mesh of like real life, but with bars that hit, and like, just coming with a different sound, like not your typical everyday cookie cutter like auto-tune like trap sound. Like it's not like that. I try to come differently, and I think a lot of my songs are versatile. I try to make something different every time, like, so that's my main thing. So my 5 biggest influences, reason why I started rapping, are Lil Wayne, Mac Miller, Joyner Lucas, Wiz Khalifa, and Drake. And then bonus, number 6, Eminem. I want people to feel exactly how I feel when I'm creating the song. So like when I'm in the booth, like feeling the shit, like feeling the beat, like when hearing the vocals back for the first time, like everyone's sitting there vibing, bobbing their head, like that's the vibe that only the artist really gets to get the full effect of. And that's the thing I crave, like when I'm creating too, like just the vibe and the energy that I get from the song. So when I put it out, like I want people to feel the same exact way as I felt in the studio, like fucking vibing with the shit. So like that's why I love like seeing people's reactions, and like even like people like reviewing my music on stream and shit, like seeing their reactions, like they're getting up like dancing and shit. Like that's the best like feedback, like seeing people enjoy your music in real time. Like that's the best way. That's what I'm trying to like also like I'm trying to show like if I can do this shit just like the next person can do it. And I, like that's why I came from a place where making music and making rap music especially was not popular, like from where I'm, like in my town where I'm from. It's a very non-diverse place. Like people like instantly you make music, or rap music, like you're instantly gonna get made fun of whether it's good or not. You know, that's where I'm from. Opposed to somewhere else like in the city, you know, I'm mad people making music. So I came from somewhere where people weren't like expecting it. So I took that in like a positive way where I'm gonna make a name out of myself for it. No, but people can listen to my music like on their way to work. That's a vibe. Like always in the morning, like the new song. Sometimes you put that shit on in the morning, you cruise that. There's just a vibe, and like, or you know, at parties too. Like it all depends. It's all a vibe. You know, it all depends on what you're doing. So I have a song for each type of vibe. So I personally the comparison to the city, like of driving, like I love dude. I'll drive around all day. Like it's so chill, stress free in the South Shore. Like it's not like the city where it's like, oh my god, the traffic's crazy, like all that. So I like the small town vibe, just like, and like knowing everybody and stuff like that. And like, you know, there's definitely, you know, it's more like it feels less strangers. You know, like you know people more, can trust people more. Least favorite part about the South Shore is it's boring as fuck. There's not much to do. I'm like, which is like, you know, if you want a peace of mind, I guess that's cool. But like, if you're like looking like to do stuff and get your name out there, you got to get out of the South Shore and go elsewhere. As an artist, there's not many artists that I know that are from the South Shore. Like I said, like it's not like when I grew up, there wasn't like any other rappers really in my school. Like there might have been one or two, but not as serious as I was trying to take it or whatever. And they're not still making music, but just overall, like I want to be like that anomaly from the South Shore that like most of the people, like artists that are popping right now, they're all from the city. They're all from the North Shore. There's no one really on the South Shore that's making as much noise right now. So I want to be the difference in that in Massachusetts. One time I rapped away the cops, not gonna lie. This is back when we were like 17, 16, me and my buddies were all smoking in a car. We had a little spot down the street we called the Niche, a little smoke spot. It was like, you know, 10 o'clock at night. It was pitch dark outside. We see the cruiser roll by. We're like, fuck, we know he's turning it around. We know it. And sure enough, turned back around. We had my buddy Dylan's boombox, his Dr. Dre beatbox. We had that, and we were just rapping. Like I was just freestyling, shooting the shit. Like we were just smoking at the same time though. But obviously, like the cops weren't gonna fuck with that. So when the cop pulled up, he immediately was, you know, we put all our shit away. So like when the cop pulled up, he's like obviously suspicious. Like, oh, what's going on here? We're like, oh, we're just making music, dude. And he's like, making music? What do you mean making music? I'm like, I rap. Like we don't, like my parents don't like us doing this shit at home. So like, fucking we're out here doing this shit right now. Like we're making it in the car so we don't bother anybody. He goes, oh yeah. Like he's like, oh, it smells a little funny or whatever. And I was like. And he's like, oh yeah, you rap, and he didn't, like, he's like, oh, what do you think, you're Eminem or something? He said something like that. You think you're Eminem? I was like, I'll show you I can rap right now, dude. And then he's like, oh, no. I was like, I'll show you. He's like, go ahead. I was like, you want me to put a beat on? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, and then he's like, yeah, sure. And I put on a beat. I forget what beat it was, but I was honestly kind of like, it was kind of awkward in a way, you know, like rapping to a cop. It was fucking weird. It's 10:30. I'm stoned out of my mind. I'm like 17 years old, and But I rap for him, and dude, 2 other cruisers come. Three cruisers show up for 4 kids smoking weed in a car. But we weren't smoking still at the time, so the other 2 guys show up, and he goes, the guy goes, guys, get this, it's like the new Eminem here. And then I was dying laughing, and then they came over, and I rapped a little bit more for them. And they ended up just saying, I was like, all right, since you weren't bad, we're gonna let you go. But you guys, I was like, he said, next time, just stay at home, do this at home. You don't gotta go anywhere. We're like, but yeah, that was that. So that was a story from a while ago. But yeah, that's something that not many people, I don't think, could say they done. Now I want to take this shit as far as I can. Like I haven't reached my full potential at all in this music shit. So I want to, like, you know, from high school, people have been telling me like. I was voted fucking most likely to be famous in high school because of this music shit. So I want to actually be able to live out the potential that people think of me. So, and I haven't done that yet. So I got to work harder. My overall message to the world is be yourself, and like don't let your own path like be changed by somebody else's. Like stay on your course to what you really love to do, because I fucking put my own shit aside. And it sucks because now I feel like I'm behind. So stay on it. Don't give up on your shit, and live out your potential. Follow me on Instagram at J-Ferr, on TikTok at J-Ferr, on X at J-Ferr, and YouTube at Dope Growth TV, subscribe.